Hey everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, I'm in my area. I'm just doing a few Instacart orders and going home. I'm just working a little bit.
Gotta make some money.
Yeah, I gotta make some money. We all got bills.
Yeah, it was an expensive couple days, right, Carmo?
Definitely was. Now back to regular scheduled programming. Just working and grinding. That's it.
Yep.
How's everybody's night going? Miami, how's your night?
Can y'all hear me? Oh, I thought it was. I'm sorry. I'm looking for a gift and I can't find that. I'm good. What about you? What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm good. Amy, how are you doing?
I'm good. We just ordered Pizza Hut and it's delicious.
Ooh, yum.
I respectfully, Amy,
Oh,
no
here we
Pizza Hut.
go.
I know. I'm not a fan of Pizza Hut. I told you. Their pizza's not the best. I like
Thank
Domino's
you, Lindsay,
though.
for checking.
You don't like Domino's?
I do, but the
Domino's is good.
yeah, the Domino's by me absolutely sucks. So we do
Oh,
Pizza Hut.
Is it just a garlic? I feel like sometimes they use a lot of garlic,
It's
right?
just like they're like
Domino's.
the one by my parents' house is super good. It's just this store by my house is run terribly. And like the last time we ordered, like you could tell the dough was super old and it was terrible. So I won't order it again.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. If you get pizza, it's got to be good pizza. Hey, Bob, you could come up
Karma,
if
I
you
have to
want.
tell you, you got me turned on to the lemon pepper wings at Wingstop, and
I
I am
know.
obsessed. I am
See,
obsessed
but
with
I
it.
get mine with just carrots. I like carrots with my like
Yeah.
whenever they're like, "Oh, you want carrots and celery?" I'm like, "Just carrots. Carrots, ranch and blue cheese and lemon pepper, please. Just a bunch of lemon pepper."
Oh, those lemon pepper
Yeah, I
wings
know.
are
Those are
so
so
good.
good. They really are. They're so good. And you know what? When I worked in the restaurant, right? Like I figured it all out. Like what you do is you just get a little bit of butter, like not a lot, a little bit of like the liquid butter,
hey
and then you
Bob.
put the you could toss them and then lemon pepper.
Okay. Yeah. Cause like I'm
So
not a big
good.
fan of
Ooh, and
like
their corn on the
hot.
cob.
I'm not a big fan of like
Yeah,
hot wings, right? But I like flavored wings and
me
man, those
neither.
are good.
Right, yeah, I know. I don't know what it is about that lemon pepper. I just absolutely love lemon pepper wings.
I know I got them after
Hey,
I saw
Jelly.
you getting them, and I was like, man, now I've ordered them like 3 times. They're so good.
Hey.
I know. Hey, Tori.
Hey y'all.
So I know y'all wanted to talk. Sorry, we got carried away. We're talking about Wingstop
It's
and
okay.
and
I am
lemon
happy. I
pepper.
am pregnant and Wingstop sounds good. Y'all can keep talking. I miss it. Like the crunch of the Wingstop wings, nothing will ever hit like it.
But Tori, I know you were hosting the last live. I didn't know if there was like you guys had an idea of how you guys wanted to start the conversation or.
So it was basically
Oh, thanks, Miami.
because of course, like people Billy was saying that she
Hold on,
We
can
can't
everybody else mute
hear.
real
We
fast?
can't hear
Sorry,
you, girl.
Tori. Yeah, can everybody else mute for a second? Sorry, just can't hear.
no, it was just like Jelly. I guess she wants to have a conversation with you, and with you saying that you felt more comfortable doing it on your platform. So
Okay.
really, it's what Jelly has to, what Jelly wants to talk about. But originally the live was because everyone had went because Jelly had went live because she had missed everything that happened earlier. Like I was telling people, I was like, I'm not used to this side of TikTok. Like I know you're a streamer, but I
Right.
want it to be differently. Like I kind of feel like I know you, so like recapping shit feels off to me. But I guess I'll get used to it. But but yeah, but
Mhm.
that's neither here or there. But yeah, Jelly wanted to have a conversation because I guess I don't want to put words in her mouth. Go ahead, Jelly.
I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. Um, I don't know, man. How do I start this? So I started a live last night, right after your live abruptly ended. And the whole reason I went live last night was because I was very upset, right? Because I genuinely feel like every time you're talked about or people are talking about your situation, you're never able to like vent how you feel, right? So last night
Right.
you started talking and you got shut up immediately. It was no, don't talk about it, don't talk about it, hush. Like no need to keep bringing it up right now. And that was really annoying because one, this is your situation, this is your panel, right? And if people are talking about your situation or stuff that you're going through, like you should be able to respond. Or if people are coming at you, and I just, oh man, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so I just obviously you know that we're new, right? Me, Tori,
Right.
we're all like new here. So we don't know like the lore behind everything. We've been here for a few days. As Miami says, there's people that have been here for 2 years and they know you very well.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely just don't feel like the people you have around you right now are I feel like they're blocking your blessing. And I say that and I'm not trying to like pinpoint fingers, right? Because it's not just one person. I feel like there's a few people around you that are blocking blessings from you. So the people that came into my live last night and was telling me everything about everyone and doing this, that, and the third, it sounds like they support you, and it kind of sounds like do I fuck it. It kind of sounds like Miami has kind of driven everyone away.
Please, respectfully, don't
No,
put
no,
my
wait,
name.
wait, 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 wait. Please let
Respectfully.
me let me respond, Miami, because then I'll just have it be me and Jelly real fast, okay? But I just want to respond. So I don't speak on anybody or touch on any of those subjects, so I won't even now regarding other people, right? But I want nothing to do with that, and that's just a personal opinion of mine. Because there is a history there. I'm not going to get into it. I'm sure it's all over the internet and in different people's posts. I mean, you can go back and verify that information, but
A
I
history
I
with
don't feel
what?
the
With the
need.
people that have been in my comments?
Whoever is, I guess over there. I mean, I'm not naming any names. I'm not talking about anybody, and I will not talk about anybody because I want nothing to do with it. I've stood on that stance for over a year now. I want nothing to do with it.
I guess too what the confusion part is like I get like people don't want to talk about certain things and it's respectable, but it's like we're here. It's like I don't know. It's like me personally. I feel like I fucking how do you call it? You stepped into like a zone because it's like we're here to support you. You know, I connected through your platform. We connected through your platform, and it's like we're seeing you strive. We're seeing all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, like it's like certain things are being said, but it's not being clarified. So it's like I guess it's just wanting a better understanding, but it's
Right.
like
And I hear you, but like I've dropped everything regarding all that other stuff over a year ago, and I understand that you guys are new and want clarification, but at this time it's not something I'm willing to one speak about or reiterate due to the fact that there is a long outstanding history going since 2024 regarding this situation, and I really just don't want anything to do with it. And like that's going to be my only answer regarding that because I will not be clipped. I will not be talked about. I want nothing to do with it and I want to be left out of it.
You were saying that you wanted people to clip you and talk about you, though.
Regarding a streamer university situation, you know what I'm saying? But I refuse to speak on anything else outside of that.
Okay, I guess I just want to say, I guess I don't want to put words in Jelly's mouth, but I guess I'm speaking on my half too. I guess it's because it just seems like you don't want to be a, but it's, I don't know. It seems like there's another side that's trying to support you, but is unable to. And I guess it's kind of like,
Yeah.
well, what's going on? But then again, if you don't want to talk about it,
And
that's
again,
understandable.
I have an
But,
opinion regarding that side, but I
uh-huh.
cannot speak on it.
Okay. And so just to circle back to with what Jelly was saying about, feeling that you're being silenced, like, do you feel that way, or are we just
I do not
making
feel silenced.
okay.
So last night when you said that you felt like you weren't able to speak your mind, but everybody else around you was able to speak, you didn't mean that?
It's more like nerves at the time. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends on what's going on in the situation. There's a lot of time on TikTok where you add people up into a panel and a lot of opinions are happening at one time. So you feel like you're being overtalked. And I felt like that by every single person that was on the panel, not directed towards one specific person.
I also have noticed that's not the first time that it's happened since at least I've been here. I don't know if that's the
Right.
first time since Tori's been here, but it seems like that's a reoccurring thing is you people coming at you for absolutely no reason, left field, completely just out of the blue, just bringing up something of, either something you've done in your past or something, like whatever. And it seems like as soon as you go to respond, someone comes up and tells you you're being aggressive, or you're being too something, and you gotta calm down, and let's not talk about that now. And that's not the first time that it's happened. So I feel like, when are you going to be able to speak to the people that are supporting you about your feelings? Because it kind of seems like whenever you try to, you get silenced
Anybody that's
or you get
currently over here on
bashed.
my so the only way to mention it is the people that truly support me are the people that are over here. If there are people that are not over here claiming to support me, maybe it's not real support. That's all I can
Because
really say. Because there are reasons that certain people are not here. They're not
I'm not
blocked for
even
no
really
reason
talking
at
about
all.
them. I'm kind of talking about the people on your panel. So yes, I understand that the people in the that came into my life from the past or whatever. Like, I understand that. But people on your panel that come up to
Mhm.
your panel that are here, that support you, don't let you speak your mind, or don't let you say what you want to say, or they throw things in your face that they've either done for you, or they throw things in your face about choices that you've made in the past, or they throw things in your face about what you're doing right now, like that kind of thing. It just
Mhm.
seems kind of like fucked up. Like, if you want to correct your friend in the back end, and tell them, hey, like, I understand this is something you really want, but let's figure out how to push you, at the same time, doing streaming, but also let's stream like you doing better for yourself. That type of thing is one thing.
Mhm.
Coming on a panel and airing out your entire business is kind of crazy as someone who's supposed to be your friend.
Right. And like, I can't really speak, for other people that do certain things, but like, obviously there's conversations in the background. I know every single person on here personally. So, not everything is done on a TikTok live. Conversations are had off the internet.
But then bringing them to the internet is the problem.
Well, that just
At least
depends on
for
what
me.
happens
If
on
you like
TikTok at the
that,
time.
and that's just how you feel. I just, outside looking in, it doesn't seem, what's the word?
Can I say something? Because I just feel like, Jelly, I'm not trying to be fun. And I don't want this panel to be like an arguing panel, but I'm going to say this because a lot of people are confused. The live, and just to touch base, this is about the live that ended because you got frustrated. If you don't want to talk about it, we get it, whatever. If Miami wants to respond, she can respond, because I'm not the type of person to talk in front of somebody and not give them a chance to say what they have to say, because granted, something could have been reconciled, whatever, behind the scenes, we get it. But basically, from outsiders looking in, it's like we're trying to support you, but it's hard to support you when the people that you are saying that is supporting you is being
Are
disrespectful to
verbally
you.
not
supporting
So
you.
that whole situation in Miami, if you want to speak on it, you can. Talking about like your GED, saying about you not having money,
With
like only giving you $14.
respectfully, I
Wait,
will
wait,
That
wait.
respect.
was
I would like to answer to that. I would like to answer that. So regarding the GED and things like that, these are things I've personally said to the internet from my own mouth. These have been things that have been personally discussed online. So these are things that I was comfortable with letting the internet know. It wasn't no secret. I'm not a secretive person on this app. I say things the way that things are. And in regards to the GED job situation, things like that, I've been the most transparent person on this app about things like that. So it's not uncommon for things like that to be mentioned. I mean, I don't think that somebody mentioning the GED was a bad thing. It's more just like, Karma, you should be doing that than other things, which is a reasonable ask because I probably should be doing that over other things. But at the same time, I'm human. I'm 25. You know, I'm still figuring things out and
right.
I'm working on that in the back end, but that requires studying and time.
So just to clarify, because I see people in the comments saying shit stirrers and all this other stuff. I don't have to explain anything to y'all because me and Karma already had a conversation even when Jelly was live yesterday. So Karma knows how I feel on the whole situation anyway. What I'm just saying is trying to, because people are saying, well, we did this, we did that. And it's just like, where I'm informing Karma and I'm informing why this conversation is happening because one, Karma does put her life on the internet. If she wanted to do a private three-way or whatever and have a conversation behind closed doors, Jelly probably would have been more than happy to have it. But this is how she lives her life. Like this is what happens. This is new to me too. You know what I mean? So we're having the conversation and it just happens that there's 102 people in here having it too. But I'm clarifying on why these questions are coming up. It's not coming up because people are in our inbox. It's not coming up because people were in our comments yesterday. It's coming up as because we saw, certain things were said. Like, yeah, you share that information, but it wasn't a heart to heart conversation. It wasn't like this is what I'm trying to do with my life. It was in a heat of an argument. That's why we're like, okay, we're here to support you, but is is this the way that we're supposed to be supporting you, or we're just trying to get a clarification, an understanding? Like, if but if you choose not to, if you feel that it's acceptable, all I have to say is, more power to you. If that's what you choose to accept, then that's what you choose to accept. I don't know. I'll still be here to support you, but to me, I felt a lot of things that were said on the last live that ended abruptly was very uncalled for, and I'm saying it because we're all here. And like I said, it was because of what Miami said is why people are feeling uneasy. And I say people as in me and Jelly because we're new and we were brought in the conversation saying that we don't know you, we haven't been around. But it's like, okay, well, we haven't been around, but it's still not okay to treat her like that.
Right. And like, I think it kind of goes both ways, Tori, because here's the thing, like even with Miami just now, kind of like how you heard me just say, Miami, let me answer the question and she backed down. I feel like it kind of goes both ways for me and her. Like it's not just one particular way. It goes both ways. Like when I want to answer something and I want to speak up, I speak up. And then she backs down. Sometimes it goes vice versa. It really just depends on what is happening in the moment. We are both hard headed, both of us.
Can I ask you another question? And I don't know because I just don't want to make this. I just want to say this: I'm gonna ask you this seriously, like because I know the passion that you have for what you have, and you have two people that have come across your content that are trying to support you, and I don't. There could have been others that may have come across you that chose not to support you because of certain things that are happening, like and it's like I get it, but it's still like the conversation we had. Like certain things, you got to look at it as a business. There's certain boundaries that have to be set, and if you want
100%.
to have a certain type of status, you have to start, demanding that type of respect in the environments that you're creating, and the environment that's being created. And I'm an outsider looking in. I mean, y'all could block me, y'all could remove me. I like you, but it's just a lot sometimes. Like it's a lot,
No, no, no. I
and
completely understand. I
yeah.
appreciate your support. I truly do. Like, I hope you guys stick around, genuinely. Um, none of my people on this side, and I'm sure some people can speak up for themselves, but we don't have any issue with you guys. I know that there's going to be, everybody has opinions on the internet, and one thing about was sharing my life on the internet that I've learned is that everybody's going to form an opinion on you, and you can't make everybody like you. That just comes with the game of TikTok right here. Not everybody in the world's going to like you, and I've learned to respect that, and I know who the people are that do not support me, and I stand firm on that because it's been proven multiple times over the course of a couple years. So if there's people particularly not in here, there's a reason for it. Believe me, there is. I'm heavy to not block people. I encourage all of my mods not to block people, and everybody in here that's ever been a mod of mine will be able to tell you that. I usually only give people mute power. I don't block people on purpose because I'm open to criticism, and I really take that shit to the chin. I'm not opposed to criticism. I actually encourage it. So if there's something that people are seeing, I would actually prefer them to just tell me straight up.
So I want to just say what I want to say, but like I fuck with you, Karma. Like I don't want to do that to you. Like I don't want you to think that I don't. And because like you said, I've been here only a few days. You don't know me, and what I'm saying is out of the purest intention. I swear to you. It's not because I want any specific person out of your corner, right? I don't just have hatred for Miami. That's not the case. I fuck with Miami. I think Miami has the best intentions for you. I also just think that throwing out the fact that you need to get custody of your kids is kind of crazy. I also just think that throwing out certain things that, you don't have your GED and you got to do this and you got to do that. And my son, that was crazy to me. That was out of left field. It came out of nowhere.
Right.
And I don't see how,
well, are there
having
any
somebody
other
who
questions that you
supports
guys
you,
have?
huh?
No, you said
Are
what?
there
No,
any
it's
other
not.
questions that you guys have that
It's
I can clarify? Like, is there something that,
no, it's not.
you know, yeah.
It
It's
was.
not even questions. It's just I want you to understand that there are people in your circle that are not allowing people to support you. They're blocking a lot of blessings for you, and I there's been a lot of shit dropped in my DMs, right? And I'm not up here like trying to expose any. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because I genuinely support you. I haven't brought up anything that anybody has said or done or nothing. Like, I don't give a shit about any of the past,
So
right?
I think people are. Let me stop this because first of all, I fucks with Jelly, and for people like this, that, and the third, we're not saying that we don't support Karma. We support her,
Yeah.
and for the ones that are coming in and are not aware that Karma was on my live, and Jelly asked her. She said, "Hey, I really want to talk to you because I want to get something off my chest." And she was like, "Can we talk about it now?" And then Karma said, "I feel more comfortable on my platform because the people that I don't want in here won't be in here." And I said, "You know what? I respect it. We'll go ahead and move to your live." So if that's not being respectable, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what y'all used to or what y'all used to hearing. Maybe y'all are used to hearing Karma be disrespected, but I respect Karma because I ended my live and
And
said,
maybe that's our
"Okay, so
problem is that we
Jelly can have
respect
that
karma.
conversation because." Like,
Hmm.
I don't like for people to be like, "Oh, well, y'all this, y'all judging." No, we're not judging. We're just saying, "Hey, we fuck with you and we're hearing some shit and we're seeing some shit. Can we talk about it because we want to support you. We want to understand like what the fuck is really going on." And yeah, people may have supported her financially or whatever have you, but at the end of the day, if she needs more support. She's trying to get to the big leagues. The fuck? So if someone's saying, "Hey, this may be blocking this, maybe you should do this a little bit different," and even her own people said, "Hey, you might have to remove some of the people around you," but now we're wrong because we're addressing someone that's close to her. or addressing it about something
The
that was
problem is
said,
we're being
someone that's
respectful
close to
about
her.
it,
So
Toy.
I don't
That's
get
the
it. I'm
problem. She
confused.
likes to be degraded, clearly. She wants somebody to tell her she's never going to make it. She wants somebody to tell her that she's never going to be a big streamer and that she should just cut the shit now and go back to her 9 to 5 at Walmart. That's what she wants, respectfully. And Karma, I fuck with you, and your vibe really drew me in. That's why I've been here these last few days. But at the same time, what you're not going to do and what I'm not going to do, respectfully, is I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit, right? There are people around you that don't let you speak, that throw everything in your face, that, yeah, they financially support you, but they do it so that they can throw it in your face. And that way, if and when you do pursue your dreams and you do make it big to the big leagues and you do make it to where you want to go, they can say, hey, remember me? Here's my hand. I also just want you to remember that when they do that, they were also simultaneously telling you you're never going to make it. And I'm done. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is people like,
And
and just to
here's the thing
clarify,
is,
go ahead, Karma. I'm
I,
sorry.
I, I, I have no issues with Jelly. I respect her opinion. I like I said, I'm open to criticism.
Hmm.
So
But
I take it
I
to the
want you to
chin, and I do
understand, we're
respect
not
her opinion.
criticizing you, Karma. We're not
Yeah.
criticizing you. And just for the people saying, "Oh, well, you let the haters get in your ear," no, because even I had a conversation with Karma. I said, "Yeah, people were in my inbox, and I judge people on what they show me. I don't have, and just to clarify, I don't have an issue with Miami. I had an issue with what she said." That was my issue. I kept saying it yesterday on the live, and I think she was in there. I don't have an issue with her with what she said. I fuck with Miami. I think Miami's funny. I don't have an issue with her. So it's like people are like, we're trying to start something. We're not trying to start anything. It's just Jelly wanted to have a conversation because she wasn't able to have that conversation that night because the live was ended.
Right.
But
And
go ahead,
I
home.
understand. Like I know I post my live or my life to the internet. And again, that's why it's like everybody's going to have their own opinion, truly. And at the end of the day, it's like the people that want to be here will be here. People that don't want to be here don't want to be here. And I understand. I'm not begging anybody to be here. I'm not begging gonna see me and they're gonna form an opinion, and there's nothing I could do from stopping somebody from thinking a certain way. So I mean, I fuck with the people I fuck with. I add people up on the panel that I want to add up. And I mean, there's nothing I can do to change that. I mean, this is my panel, this is my platform. And you know I fucks with people for a certain reason. Like these people have been good to me, and maybe there have been things said on the internet. Not everybody's perfect. People are going to have arguments. You know what I'm saying? That just comes with friendship in general. And if you had a friend that was perfect, then are they even really your friend? Because I don't know any friend that's extremely perfect that's going to say and do everything the right way.
Well, and I'm
And
not
that's
going
just
to
me
address,
being honest.
and I'm not going to address any of the situation that's happening. All I'm going to tell you, Karma, is it is a privilege to be part of your life and for to be able to watch the things that you go through and that you choose to share with people. But anything you choose not to share is also okay. Just because you live
Right.
stream and we come in every day doesn't mean that we are entitled to know things about your life that you are not comfortable sharing.
Right.
And people have to respect that as well.
Completely. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. What I choose to show on the internet is what I choose to show on the internet, and what I don't choose to show on the internet is what I don't choose to show on the internet. I do have a life outside of TikTok. Do I do this as a hobby? Absolutely. This is something I love to do. I love to come on here and talk with all of you. I appreciate every single person that comes in here and supports me every single day, truly, because without you guys, I wouldn't even have a platform, genuinely. So from the bottom of my heart, I truly do appreciate every single person that comes in here and watches me on a daily basis. you know I would love to build my platform and take this somewhere to where it could possibly be a career one day and could be a business for me. I really hope that someday that's what I can turn this into. Obviously right now it's not stable. We're still a small platform, and I'm trying my best to make it into something for the future. But I have come to terms with in my life that this is just a part of TikTok. I mean, if you show your life, don't show something on TikTok that you're not willing to air out to 1,000 people in a stadium. And that's how I look at it. If I say something on here that I'm not willing to say to 1,000 people in a stadium, then I shouldn't be saying it then, right? So that's my whole point is this just comes with TikTok. People are going to form an opinion and you can't change, you can't make people like you. So that's it. Does anybody else have any more questions? Chat, does anybody have any more questions that I need to clarify, guys, or anything I haven't been transparent about? Tori, or do you guys have any more questions? You know, I respect Jelly's opinion.
Oh no, I'm cool. We already had our side conversation, so you already know
Okay,
how.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. I was
yeah.
just trying
And,
to.
you know, we fuck with you, Tori. You know, like we think you're a great person. Like we really don't want to lose you. You know, we love your vibe. You've been up here for days. You know, you've been extremely supportive and genuinely like we don't want to lose that.
Yeah, no, I fuck with y'all too. That's why, like I said before, I don't. It's just like I keep saying, I'm not used to this. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I understand.
And I get
Wait,
you have,
hmm
you open up your life and stuff like that, and people are, they see what's going on, and and I respect the fact that you're able to be open to receive, or take what you want and throw away what you don't of what people have to say. You know what I mean? But I guess also too, that comes with sharing your life with the world.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I've come to terms with that. You know, I know there's people on here that don't like me, and you know, when I first started doing this, I would sit there and try to like defend myself. You know, and go, well, that's not true, and this isn't what that is, and like you twisted my words, and it's like I've learned on this platform, it doesn't matter, you know, what you say, you cannot change these people's opinion about you. And like literally I have just come to terms with that in my life. There's nothing I can do. And you know, I've even spoken, you know, with family members about this, and even they've told me, you know, you can't make somebody like you, number one, and two, you're only responsible for your own actions. You can't be responsible for other people's actions. If that's how they're choosing to be towards a certain person, then you just gotta take it. I mean, like, what else can you do? I mean, there really is nothing else that you can do about it.
Yeah, they're going to believe what they want, Karma. You know that. No matter what you say or try to explain, they're going to go with whatever narrative they want to go with, and there's no changing it. So you just keep doing you, and who wants to be here will be here.
Right? No, 100%. And that's why I'm gonna keep doing my thing on my platform. You know, I just show what's happening in real time. You guys
Yep.
know, I'm an IRL streamer. This is what I do. Things aren't always going to be the fucking greatest. I'm not always going to have the greatest cars, the most luxury houses. Unlike other creators on this app, this is where I differ. Okay. I I show y'all the real solid shit. Like I don't make shit up for the internet. And so, oh look, I have such this lavish lifestyle. Like, no, not everything is perfect all the time, y'all. I'm 25 years old. I'm still trying to figure shit out. I have children. You know, like life is not perfect at all. But I'm pretty sure not everybody else's life was perfect at 25. And if your life was picture perfect, really, congratulations, because everybody has flaws. You know, I'm doing my best out here. I'm working. I strive to do better in my life. I want better in my life. I continue to grow. I'm open to learning. And I think that's enough for me to be satisfied with.
Absolutely, Karma. And you don't, you show the highs and the lows. You know what I mean? Like there are creators on here that just show the highs, and then there are creators that just show the lows, right? It's either the my life is terrible and never great, or my life is great and never bad. You show both. You show all of it and everything in between.
Yes.
And you've come on here and been really upset, and we've all comforted you. You've come on here celebrating, and we all celebrate you with you. It's that's just how it is. And like, I've had conversations with you about like future streaming ideas. We just had a conversation recently about that, and
hmm
that a lot of people support you when it comes to that. It's hard, especially when your lives get really big and there's 200 and some people in here. It's very difficult to ever talk. I remember, I think it was yesterday I came in and there was like a bunch of people in here and I dropped down and I said, I'll come back up later, and I'm not upset about it at all because I know that's how it gets, because it gets really hard to have a thorough conversation when there's 200 and something people in here.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what makes it hard is having all those opinions at one time, and especially because people could be coming in depending on where the live is at, because there are some people that watch from the very beginning start of the live, and then there's other people that join in 35 minutes into a live that we started 35 minutes ago, and they
Exactly.
could be watching the most craziest part of the live and forming an opinion, and that's where things start to get confusing, because then you got to keep re-explaining in a live what just happened and reiterate the entire thing over and over and over and over, because the live's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more people want to know because they're joining in at different points. So it
Yep.
makes it very confusing.
Well, and as far as, people saying like you do crazy stuff, the only thing I have to say is, I'm 38 and I said this the other day on your platform. I want everybody that's older to think back when they're 20 and when they were in their 20s, if every crazy thing you did was streamed, I'm sure it would look just like Karma's.
Right.
So,
And like regarding today's incident, like that was not a skit. That was a very real situation. Like Jada is my friend. So I'm going to address this, and this is really the only thing I have to say about it. Jada is my friend. Listen, before TikTok was even a thing, I knew Jada. Like, I genuinely have known Jada since like sixth grade. Like, sixth grade. Like, we went to the same school. Like, this is not like a TikTok friendship. Okay. This is like Jada's a content creator. I'm a content creator. And we went many years without speaking to each other. And then we reconnected through TikTok. I was like, oh shit, you do TikTok? I do TikTok. Like, oh shit, we didn't even know this. You see what I'm saying? So we reconnected through TikTok, but like, we were cool in middle school. Like, me and Jada go very long, 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 long back. Okay. So, I mean, y'all gotta understand, when I know that she's only been with her man for so long, you know what I'm saying? And I seen him disrespected. It's one thing if they want to do that behind closed doors, and then I formed an opinion like, oh, like, why does he do that to you? And like, then I'm being nosy and getting into their business. But this is something that legitimately happened in front of me. Like, I'm sitting down eating my food. We're all eating. I thought that they left. They came back inside, and he just immediately started spewing like racial slurs, saying that he was going to beat her up, saying that he was going to put her in the hospital, saying that he was going to do really, really, really bad things like unalive her. Okay. And obviously, as a friend, you can only listen to that shit for so long before you legitimately snap and you're like, listen, you need to leave and get the fuck out of here before I fucking lose my shit.
you did good.
And
I
that was the
watched
point
that.
that it got to.
Yep. Girl, you do not. I watched that kick replay, and me and Nehai were both sitting there. We're like, good for her.
Yeah, because like that's not cool. And like honestly, I was in a DV situation that people do not know. Okay. I'm not gonna speak on it at all or things I went through, but I have been in that situation. I was very young when I went through that situation. I ended up pregnant because of it. Okay. And the person was much older than me. Okay. I was like 15 when I got pregnant, and the person was much older. Okay. So I have been through a really not so great situation as a child. Luckily, I married someone that, was my best friend for 7 years, but then, we broke up and other things happened, but he never did what the first person did. You know what I'm saying? So
I
that's
agree.
really it.
No,
When I
and
seen that shit, it triggered me.
you did the right thing, and you know what? Sometime, and I think I've been in a similar situation, more than once, unfortunately. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that person that loves you and cares about you as a friend to step in and be like, hey, this is not normal, to open your eyes because you're so conditioned to deal with it. And then someone
Mm.
else finally sees it and they look at you and they're like, no, this isn't okay. And you finally get your eyes opened up to, no, this is not normal.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So to address, because I was in the comments, I was dropping down, get back in the comments. So user not found, because I see you up in there and you got a lot to say. So let me explain something to you real quick. With all due respect to Karma's platform, I know people are saying, "Oh, well, they were in Jelly was in the live, I was in the live too, and Karma knew I was in the live, and Karma knew what I had to say about certain things in the live." So one thing about me, I just because y'all don't like, I'm gonna keep it on it. Just because y'all don't fuck with somebody, don't mean I can't fuck with somebody. I ain't one of those. So if I want to be here and support Karma, I'm gonna sit here and support Karma. If I want to be up in their live and support them, they ain't did shit to me. If I want to support Miami, I support Miami. I had already said that. I had already set my boundaries when everything started coming out. So just to clarify, because I see people trying to be bullies in the comment and try and bully Jelly. Me and Jelly had already set the boundaries. We not on either side. We fuck with Karma. We support Karma. I don't know everything that happened because certain things are being chosen not to be spoken of. No one has did anything to me. Miami hasn't did anything to me. Amy hasn't did anything to me. Karma hasn't anything to me. And the people and y'all, for the ones that know, I call them the people. The hills have eyes. I was joking about it because it sounds like a scary story. They ain't did nothing to me. So I don't. It just gets real uncomfortable when it feels like you trying to support somebody and then grown people on the internet are trying to force you not to do something and you don't even know what the fuck you going on. And you just enter something and just trying to support somebody. Like, y'all need to grow up. I'm sorry, Karma. I just had to say that, but I'm gonna be supporting you in the comments.
No, no, yeah, I appreciate you, Tori. Yeah, I mean, we appreciate all the support that we get over here. And it's just like anybody that's being encouraged to do anything otherwise, I highly encourage you just to form your own opinion. So if anybody is being told to like not follow me, do anything, I highly just suggest to just form your own opinion about the situation, and just you could come in, see my lives, and make an opinion for yourself, whether that means people choose to stay or not leave, or choose to leave and or stay. I mean, either way it's fine with me. It's just I just live my life on TikTok. I don't think that's ever gonna stop. I just do me. That's it. That's literally it. I just do me. I do all different kinds of content. I go to Disney with my kid, but then I also, do other things as well on here. Um, it just depends on what I do. I mean, I don't know. I even exposed a scammer on here one time. Like, my friend was being scammed out of like $15,000, and I went up to the scammer's house
Oh
on
Lord,
live,
and your
exposed the
crazy ass
scammer.
went to their house.
I went to their house and knocked right on their door.
It was like midnight too.
It was.
It was
Yep,
like
it
midnight.
was midnight. I went straight up to the person's door, knocked on the door, said, knock, knock, knock. What's up with this?
We're all in the
With printed out
comments like,
papers and
take
everything.
your crazy ass home.
Yeah, so I mean, I do all sorts of different things on here. It's really not just one thing or another thing. Like, it really just depends, y'all. I mean, I have done some crazy shit on this app. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And yep, that would you mean I mean my content can go one way or go another way very quickly. You know what I'm saying? We could be at Disney 1 minute and knocking on a scammer's door at midnight another. So I mean, I don't know. My content kind of just goes everywhere. One day you're gonna see me at my mom's house. The next day you see me in Atlanta, Georgia, going to Streamer University. I mean, like, I don't know. We do everything. I do everything. So I mean, I'm always one place and then another place. You don't really catch me in one place at all. I move a lot. I go everywhere.
It's always an
So
exciting day here.
yeah, I mean, like, it's never a dull moment. Genuinely, it's
Right.
not. There's always something happening. There's always something happening, and like, I don't know. Sometimes I just get dragged into situations. Like, you just never know how the day is gonna turn out. I wake up never knowing how my day is gonna turn out. So I mean, I don't know. I wake up, I go live, and then boom, something happens. I'm like, ah, damn it.
Yeah, there was someone the other day that suggested your name be Karma's Chaos, and I was like, man, that fits so well.
Karma's chaos. I know it is chaos. It feels like all the time, but I deal with it.
Yep.
But guys, oh, go ahead, Amy.
I was just saying, it makes you a stronger person, karma. It's all
Yeah,
it
it
is.
does. It definitely does. Karma's chaos. Yeah, y'all. I think that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever came up with that, great name.
Bro,
Absolutely
when you
love
were
it.
watching your kick, that bro, when you went off on dude and said you were gonna beat his ass, I looked straight at Amy. I said, "I bet she would too." Like,
I really
bro,
would, bro. Had
that
this
had
man
me
have put his
rolling,
hands
bro.
on me, it would have been green light all the way up
Oh,
straight,
I
bro. Like
know, I
it would
know.
have been bad. Cause
You
this man's
remember
over
that
here
time
talking.
that she got what? I think that's when she got arrested. You don't remember when she pulled up a text? It's like, "Catch me
Yeah,
out
yeah.
now! Come over here! What you gonna do? What you gonna do?"
This is something I'm known for. Yes, I did go to jail one time for this, for pulling up on somebody that didn't think I was gonna pull up on them. So, like, bro, y'all have seen me. I'm not. I don't fear a soul. I don't fear nobody except the FBI and God.
I told Nia, I said, look at her face. She's got that crazy face. She's about to beat that dude's ass.
Bro, I'm telling you, because there's only two people I fear: God and the FBI.
Oh no, it was great. You
Okay.
said, you want to fight me? You want to fight me?
No,
Oh
because like y'all
shit.
have seen me. When people say things or do certain things, man, I explode.
I know.
I'm not
Especially
gonna
on
lie.
situations
After
like
I
that.
saw her walk down the fucking highway, I'm like, no, you can't get more crazier than that. Give me my fucking keys.
But it's not even that. But like, bro, y'all even seen the other situation, the Tampa homeless situation.
Yeah.
Man, I walked out. He said, "I'm gonna find you." Da 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 da. I said, "You gonna find me? I'm gonna make it easy."
You
I said,
pulled up a
"Okay."
chair in the middle of that like
I
park thing
sure
and
did.
just sat there.
Because everybody was like, "Karma, don't go out there. They're gonna do something." I was like, "You want to bet otherwise?" I was like, "You really want to bet?" I was like, "Okay." Chair, middle of Tampa, in downtown, wore a shirt that said, "We win, you lose, TikTok shop, and nobody touched me. I'm untouchable."
It was
I
funny.
stand on that. I'm untouchable. I really am. Because nobody
Oh
tried me,
yeah,
bruh.
bean flicker. I remember that too. I remember trying to find the gym that was in, and I almost called the gym to go get her out of there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm untouchable. These people don't believe me. I really am untouchable. Because I'm telling you, any situation that people have said something, "Oh, I'm going to get her. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." Every time I pull up, nobody does nothing. Everybody quiet. Everybody pretending like they don't know what's happening. I don't fear a soul. I told y'all, God and the FBI. I stand on that. God and the FBI. That's it. Only two people I fear. I'm telling y'all. But guys, I'm gonna get off live right now. Um, I'm working and trying to get a bunch of stuff done because I gotta make that money. That trip was not cheap, and yeah, I want to get that stuff. I want to get my stuff done right now. I'm shopping in order. Um,
All right.
all right, guys, I'm gonna get off live. I'll be live probably later tonight or tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll post it on my story. So if you want to know when I'm going live, just stay updated. I highly suggest everybody in here joins my bulletin board on TikTok. Um, Let me see. I think I can share it out. It's called Karma's Updates. So I'm actually gonna copy the link and put it in my story because in the bulletin board, you are able to tell when I'm gonna go live, all new posts, all new updates, when things are happening. Um, so yeah, I highly encourage everybody to go click on my story because I'm gonna put the link in the bio or put the link in the story so that way you guys can go join the bulletin board and keep updates on what's happening. And yeah, I love you guys. I'm gonna get off live and
All right.
I'll see y'all later.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.